Hey guys, Richard Oldner here, and welcome to the channel. One of the most popular LS motors out there has to be the all-aluminum 6.2 liter LS3. The problem is I can never find one of those in the junkyard, but that doesn't mean I've never tested them. In fact, thanks to the guys at GANDRUD Chevrolet, I was able to test an LS3 crate motor over and over and over again. Let's take a look at some of that testing. I've got cylinder heads and camshafts. Let's check it out. In this video, we're going to take a look at both cylinder heads, ported cylinder heads, and camshaft upgrades on a crate motor, a factory LS3 6.2 liter. We're also going to take a look at another 6.2 liter, this one an L92. We're going to do a camshaft upgrade on that because that L92, even though it's not an LS3, is still chock full of 6.2 liter all aluminum goodness. To illustrate the power gains on what is arguably probably the most desirable Gen 4 LS combination, although I think maybe the LS7 guys would probably argue that fact, but from a general standpoint, you know, the most available kind of motor, the LS3 was kind of, you know, top of the heap. I know that guys would want, you know, maybe the supercharged stuff, but all the naturally aspirated stuff, the LS3 was kind of, you know, top of the heap, and I'm going to show you how to modify that, and we're going to also use later on an L92, which is a comparable kind of motor. So the LS3 was an all-aluminum 6.2 liter 4065 bore, and it had the normal 3622 LS stroke. This one was actually a crate motor from the guys at GANDRUD Chevrolet, and we did a number of modifications to it. The way that we run it on the engine dyno is different than the way that the factory's rated it at. We run it with an electric water pump, no accessories. We ran this with long tube headers. We ran it with an open throttle body and obviously the factory LS3 intake manifold. We ran it with a manual throttle body and not the drive-by-wire throttle body that comes with it. We also ran it with a Holley management system so we could optimize the tune and not run the factory tune. And we run it colder than the factory does. So all those things combined, the motor makes more power the way that we test it than the way that the factory rates it. So run basically with long tube headers and no accessories, open throttle body, optimized tune, and a little bit colder. Our stock LS3 produced 492 horsepower and 484 foot-pounds of torque. You'll remember this motor was rated by the factory at 435 horsepower. But again, you know, headers and all of those changes that I mentioned obviously will have it make more power. But here was our first set of modifications that we made. We wanted to put on a set of GM Performance Parts, CNC-Ported L92 heads, basically ported versions of the factory rec port head like the LS3 head that was on there. We also, at the same time, we didn't do these one at a time, we upgraded the camshaft. It was a fairly mild cam. It was the GM Performance Hot Cam, which was a 525 lift, 219, 228 degree duration, and 112 degree lobe separation angle. So not a big cam, but still, hot cams are usually fairly popular. And here's what happened when we put that combination on there. The interesting thing is, I thought that this was going to make a lot more power. The combination of the cam and ported heads produced 525 horsepower. Peak torque was up to 496 foot-pounds of torque. I honestly thought that the cam, even by itself, would have made more power than this. And then when you combine a little bit of extra power with the ported heads, because I know that when we've run the ported heads by themselves on the stock cam, it picks up about 8 or 10 because it doesn't really have enough camshaft to take advantage of the extra flow of the head because the factory head already flows enough to support 650 horsepower or more. So porting the head was of limited benefit there. But we didn't stop here at this combination. We actually did another upgrade. We put on a different set of ported heads. The one thing I don't know about the GM Performance CNC heads is I don't know what the chamber size was. I'd have to look that up and see, and maybe I'll put that in here after we're done and see what the chamber size was. We may have reduced the compression, but I'll have to take a look at that. But our next modification was a set of total engine airflow ported factory LS3 heads. And then we also stepped up quite a bit to the camshaft. In this case, we picked a cam from Texas Speed. The Texas Speed cam was a 644-614 lift split, a 231-236 degree duration split, and a slightly tighter 111 degree LSA, which helped this thing make a lot of torque. And if you look at the combination of the ported total engine airflow heads and the big cam, we picked up a lot of power. The peak power now on the LS3 was up to 572 horsepower, and peak torque was all the way up at 520 foot-pounds. So that's quite a bit. That's a big jump in power, and honestly, most of that probably came from the camshaft, as we'll see in a minute when we test a similar combinations on the L92, where we're just testing the cam without even trying the ported head. So on these LS3s or an L92, any kind of 6.2 liter, your best bet, because they already have enough cylinder head, really go for the camshaft first, and then after you do that, you can think about porting the head. So now let's take a look at what happened when we ran some similar tests on an L92. Here's a recap of the upgrades made to the 6.2 liter LS3. Our second test motor was a 6.2 liter L92, and this one actually came from out of a vehicle. It had about 65 or 70,000 miles on it, and we ran it. We removed the VVT cam and put a stock cam. It was from an LQ4. Now I think that this was an early LQ4, so it might be similar to the LM7 camshaft. Otherwise, the motor was run with the stock intake. We did put a 90mm manual throttle body on there. 1 7/8" long tube headers. We had the Holley HP management system like we always run, so we had an optimized tune. We run it a little colder, obviously, and so we ran it with that smaller cam, basically. And we also had a valve spring upgrade, as we did on the previous LS3 as well, because we were running camshafts in them, so we needed different springs. So this one had a dual spring upgrade from Brian Tooley Racing, and run with the stock LQ4 cam in this L92. The combination produced 445 horsepower, and torque checked in at 460 foot-pounds of torque. I want to show you real quickly before we get to the camshaft from the Summit Racing cam. You'll remember this is what the stock LS3 produced, and the reason that the LS3 produces more power than this LQ4, two things. One has slightly higher compression, 10.4, 10.5 versus 10.7. It also has a little bit different intake manifold, although when I've compared the LQ, the LY6 or this L92 intake compared to the LS3 intake, and every time I've compared those two, they were almost identical in power. So I don't think there's much there on the intake manifold. But the other thing is the camshaft is dramatically different. The LS3 camshaft makes a lot more power than this mild factory LQ4 truck cam. I know when we tested it on the 5.3, it was worth 35 or 40 horsepower on the 5.3. So it can easily be worth 40 or 50 horsepower on this bigger combination, but I just want to give you an idea on where that is relative to this gain that we get from the Summit cam. So now let's take a look at the cam upgrade that we did, and that's the only change that we made, was the Summit Stage 4 cam. And you can see we got really big power gains from that. The Summit Stage 4 cam was a 625, 605 lift split. It was a 234, 247 degree duration split, so it was getting up near the limit of what you can put in one of these motors with stock available piston to valve clearance. It also had 113 plus 3.5 LSA. And this cam worked very well. I mean, it made very good power. The peak power was up to 567 horsepower, 568 horsepower. Peak torque was very good, 510 foot-pounds. So this made a big jump over the mild LQ4 cam that we had, and even a really good gain over the factory LS3 cam, which is better than the LQ4 cam. But you can see just the cam itself, even without changing the ported heads, we were up in the 565 plus horsepower. So you can get a lot of power even with the factory heads on the 6.2 liters, because the nice thing is, of all of the LS1, LS2, LS3, LS6, in all the truck variants, these Recport heads are the highest flowing factory head that you can get, short of an LS7, and those will be difficult to find, and probably a lot more expensive than these. But the go-to for these, a factory LS3 head, like I said, we've made almost 700 horsepower on a really big motor with a set of factory heads, so they know that they'll support a lot of power, and they'll easily support well over 600 horsepower, more like 650 horsepower with the right kind of combination. If you could put more camshaft in this and put an intake manifold that would allow it to rev higher, and you had the available piston and valve clearance to put the camshaft in it, you could run even more cam than this and make even more power. But as we've seen on these 6.2 liters, the right kind of camshaft makes a huge difference. Let's get to our conclusion. Here's a quick recap of the Summit Racing cam upgrade on the L92. Okay guys, what do we learn from this video on our upgrades made to the 6.2 liter all aluminum LS3 and the equally all aluminy L92? Well, we learned the following thing. If you're going to make an upgrade either to the LS3 or the L92, the thing that you should be thinking about is camshaft. That's right, both the LS3 and the L92 already have basically everything else that they need. They've got plenty of compression, they've got displacement, they have really, really good cylinder heads, and you notice that I use 2 reallys there because the LS3 basically is kind of the high water mark of what I call the readily available factory kind of LS motors. Yes, we know the LS7 is the big boy, but all of the other stuff, that rec port head will support enough power to flow. It flows enough to support like 650 or more horsepower. So right from the factory, basically on your LS3 or L92, you have a race head. You also have a very good intake manifold, either the truck manifold or the LS3 manifold. Either one of those will work. You got a good manifold, you got good cylinder heads. The only thing you need now is a really good camshaft, and you're on your way to making huge power. I'm Richard Holder. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff. I will keep testing.